The war in Ukraine has shifted in the last 2 weeks. Ukrainian troops like these are helping to push the Russians back. Last night, we had Moscow's response, a promise to mobilize another 300,000 reservists and a thinly veiled threat to use nuclear weapons.
Russian citizens can be sure that the territorial integrity of our homeland, our independence and freedom will be provided. I will stress once again, with all the means at our disposal, those who try to blackmail us with nuclear weapons should know that the wind can turn their way.
Ukrainian forces are counting the cost of the war in the destroyed towns they are now liberating. But the response to the threat from Putin is, we will fight on.
We will continue fighting, and we will continue asking for more and more help, because you see how effective and efficient we are when we are getting this help. I expect West to continue on supporting Ukraine. You see that we are fighting the fight, not only for our sovereignty and freedom, but for democratic values.
Last night in New York, the Prime Minister was at the Ukrainian Cultural Center, now given over to an exhibition of alleged Russian atrocities. She also met Olena Zelenska, the wife of the Ukrainian president. And at a speech later today at the UN, Liz Truss will promise to stand by Ukraine. And this afternoon, President Biden has shown his support too.
This war is about extinguishing Ukraine's right to exist as a state, plain and simple, and Ukraine's right to exist as a people. Whoever you are, wherever you live, whatever you believe, that should make your blood run cold. That's why 141 nations in the General Assembly came together and to unequivocally condemn Russia's war against Ukraine.
The world's leaders are gathered here as they do every year at this time. But this is the first time they have come here overshadowed by a European war and a nuclear threat.
Let's go to Andy now in New York, outside the United Nations General Assembly meeting and building. Andy, so this has been a really, really busy day for Liz Truss yet again.
It has been, and it's going to get busier later on today, because she is going to be giving a speech to the United General Assembly this evening. In it, she will pledge support for Ukraine, but she will also say that this moment is really a crucial test for democratic governments. She will say that 2022 could have been a year when the story was an authoritarian power rolling over one of its neighbours. Instead, she will say, we expect her to say, that it's been a story of freedom fighting back, which she's also going to have a message for other countries, Britain's allies, to say there can be no complacency in what she will call a new era of competition between democracies and authoritarian regimes. And countries like Britain have really got to stick to the support of Ukraine, and we've got to see whether democracies really do have the stomach to take the pain of supporting a country like Ukraine, because she will say, in the end, it is a very important test, and Western governments must not fail it.